It helps if I turn on the microphone. What's going on? Give me just a second, guys. I'm trying to fix one last thing here. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Oh, that's weird. It's even though the pop out's gone, it's still referencing it. I don't know if that'll fix it. That'd fix it. Okay, sort of. What's up, guys? So I was in the middle of a build and said, screw it, let me go live for a little while. Talk to you guys. Colby Space Noid Reviews finally got to be here. I saw somebody else said, finally they made it. Cool. Surly, I see you there. I gotta adjust the camera a little bit here. Let's see, can I just drop her down a bit? And as you can see, I'm working on thing. Patrons got to actually see this early. At least they got to see the unboxing this morning, if they were paying attention, which I don't know if any of them were. So working on a pack rim kit, so to speak, and it's the last one that I had yet to do. But I figured I'd just come and hang out, do live streamy things. See if I can't. Gotta play with all the settings, right? Don't want it too bright, don't want it too crazy. There we go. And yeah, I still got the wrong title at the top. So I'm fixing all these things as I go. There you go. You guys get to see me editing stuff live. There we go. DJ Sunlight, top to the morning. I guess wherever you are, it's morning. Not here. It's nighttime. Okay, let me figure out where I left off. I know I'm on this leg here. But yeah, I don't want to say I got tired of doing Gundams, but you know, or Gunpla, I should say. I said, you know what? I need to build something different. I've done quite a few Zaku's back to back, and just need to change it up ever so slightly. And this thing has been sitting in the backlog like forever, so it's time to just knock it out. Let's see here. Racer Phoenix. Yep. Is that Gypsy Danger? Nope. Unfortunately, they still never made a Gypsy Danger from Bandai. Sadly. Watch the movie. Arturo did actually do the thing that I was asking for earlier today, and he sent me an email. If you go over to the community tab, I have a quick description. I have an idea of a thing I want to do, but I need your input, your help to do it. Technically speaking, I need pictures of your builds. Mostly looking for older stuff or things that might be new, or a combination of the two. Just showing off different ranges of skill. This is not related to like the contest or anything. This is just extra because something I've been wanting to do, and I had an idea this morning. I'm like, I want to follow through with that, but I need your stuff to do it. But you gotta kind of have a sense of humor and just be a little bit open-minded and perhaps not be easily offended. So basically, if you're one of my subscribers. There's Rodimus13. Did you guys get your power back on? I know you posted a while ago your power went out, which seems kind of random. Ours went out in that big storm the other night that lasted all of 20 minutes. Hey, real quick, if the new episode out for Re-Rise? No, it's on Thursday. Today is only Tuesday. If you follow Gundam Info, you would know these things. This goes like this. It's supposed to go like this. Oh. That's weird. Is that right? Yeah, that's the right piece. Just really freaking weird. Oh, except this is supposed to be facing forward, I guess. I hope I assembled that the right direction. I guess I did. Not broken. Dang, moving rooms tomorrow. That sucks. Yeah, it came back on about an hour ago, so that's good. Wait, it's on Thursday? Yes. Comes on Thursdays. Well, at least comes on Thursdays here. That might be Wednesday there or Friday there. I don't know. I guess depends on where you are in the world. It comes out overnight or first thing in the morning here in the US on Thursday mornings. I don't know what that translates to in other parts of the world. But that's Thursday for me. And like because this one was a premiere, it came out while I was already at work. Hopefully they don't change that release time because I don't like having to watch it while I'm at work. Because that doesn't mean I have enough time to necessarily watch the whole episode. I like it when it's already out when I get up for work and I can watch it first thing while I'm drinking coffee. It'd be funny if somebody could use Pacific Rim kit in GBN. Speaking of which, of course, guys, if you haven't, go watch Sunday's live stream review. A lot of you have of the new episode of Re-Rise. We went in hard in the paint on that episode. So, and if you're following the Discord, I posted all of my translations that I've done so far. There's a new Gundam spoiler section, so people can kind of separate out the different things. Because frankly, there are people who were posting like stuff from the episode in the general area. So while we already had an anime discussion section, I made a Gundam specific section so that things for that can go in another spot. So you can stop spoiling things first thing in the morning for other people who may not have seen the episode. So just be wary. Is that designed just to move that little bit? It seems pretty stupid, if I'm honest. The stream blew your mind. Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, if you go, Arturo, if you go to the Discord, you'll see a lot more stuff that makes Season 1 a little more interesting. Because I translated all of the screens when they met Alice and all the things related to that, which was really interesting in and of itself. This is a really weird leg, I'm not gonna lie. Is that even a knee? Is that what that's supposed to be? Yeah, that's the back of the leg. That's the knee. Oh. Oh, that's a weird knee. Okay. B30. Thomas Nguyen, what's going on? Also, guys, shout out to the MS 100 contest. You're running out of time if you're doing that, so make sure you check in with me. Obviously, you can register already. You can also, like, some people have already started submitting their builds. Not a lot, but I hope you guys are doing okay. And I think I need to confer with my co-host, so to speak. I think we will be doing the live stream fundraiser here shortly, since people are kind of about to get a bunch of money, at least here in the US. So we might capitalize on that. So don't go blowing all of your stimulus money on frivolous things. Save a little bit to throw our way in the live stream, because it might be worth it. That dedication. Well, I figured there's more stuff to look at, so might as well go find it and look at it. But yeah, go check the Discord. My neighbors have been stupid loud today. Okay. This is a really weird leg, I'm not gonna lie. Random stream is random. Yep, that's why it says random. Had no plan, but I figured I'd go live because I was working on this thing. And I'm kind of slightly ahead on reviews. Hey, that's... I screwed that up. I mean, ever so slightly. And guys, if you're not subscribed to the Shoki Reviews 2 channel, go over there and subscribe and check out the special review I posted there this morning, which was pretty fun. Just a little random thing that I had laying around. I figured it would be a good time to show it off since I had nothing else to do. It's like I'm working on other things, so I can't really show anything off, so I'm just gonna review this random thing. Now I do have a box from Big Bad Toy Store coming. Because frankly I wanted some stuff. And it was stuff time. But I will put some of my stimulus check towards things. Because frankly, I want some master grades. Having all these MG kits sitting out here in my living room just staring at me makes me want to build some new master grades. So if I can, I'm going to order some stuff. Because I need more master grade Monday bait. Jeez. Also, I didn't even cut out everything I needed there. This is all just armor. And I will say, of the 3 Pacific Rim kits I've done, this one is very different. Now you're working on a Killdozer Mark II, and you can't show it in public till D-Day comes. Fight to power. Killdozer. Well, that's not entirely true now. Although at some point I need to work on a Tractor 2.0. Too many things I need to work on. Let's just be honest here. Should I get an MG or a bunch of HGs? I don't know. I often have that decision problem myself. Literally, I switched out a whole bunch of different items out of my cart yesterday. I'm shopping. I'm planning ahead. I literally had an MG and a few HGs, and I swapped out for a couple of MGs, and I swapped back to a couple of HGs. I don't know. It depends on how much money you got, and what you're going for. For me, like, it would be fine if I was just getting stuff for review fodder, except that I don't like having to store endless amounts of kits that I may not be interested in. Which is why I didn't get every Build Divers Re-Rise kit. Not that I could have, because many of them are still coming. But I don't know. It just depends. Right now I'm on an HG kick, but there's some MGs I still want. And now that I have all these sitting in my living room, it's making me want to build more MGs. Along with other things, like there's some Super Mini Plus that I want as well. Had one of those in my cart. I was just like, God. I was like, there's so many cool things I want to build, along with so many other cool things I just want to have. I literally have 4 square foot reaching 8 foot high of model kits. That's pretty bad. You should get to building those things. If I can work through my backlog, so can you. Now, mind you, I have 2 MGs sitting in the backlog and one more no grade IVO kit. I'm just like, there's too many new things I want. HGs I want still haven't arrived in my country yet since March. Well, that sucks. I mean, it is what it is, man. Sometimes you gotta just wait. There's delays on some of the kits I want. They were supposed to be out in April, but they're talking mid-May now. So I'm just like, I was gonna pre-order them, and I'm like, I can get things now that are in stock. So I don't know. It all comes down to money. There's a bunch of P Bandai kits that are sitting at BBTS that I really want. Just, you know, money's limited. Although luckily I will be getting my YouTube money this month. You guys did it. You watched enough stuff. Now go watch a lot more. It's the name of the game. Thanks for watching. Watch some more, please. Which is really weird. So I was looking at my analytics earlier when I was talking to Unboxing Art, and views are up, watch times are up, but earnings are down. I was like, how does that work? I was like, that's not good. Can we turn that around, please? That'd be great. Those are just unpainted. Why do you just have unpainted kits sitting around? Paint them or don't paint them. Don't store them. That's the way I look at it. But then again, I'm somebody who doesn't have to paint everything. There are those who feel like they have to paint everything. You don't want to. There you go. I was like, I don't know what you were trying to say, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't it. Okay, I'm gonna turn off autofocus because that's annoying me. Okay, do I need these C's? I feel like I don't. I know it's time to start the next foot. So those are J's. Got those cut out already. Oh. It's supposed to be doing this times 2, huh? No, that was times 2. This is right leg. Left leg. I've already done the foot, so that's not a problem. J2s, or J's, I should say. Got that. Yeah, there's no C's in that area. Okay. Interesting. There's a C runner. Speaking of which. I am staring at a box with a half-built PG Red Astray from last year. I'm just ashamed of my shelf. Well, get it. Get after it, Arturo. I was thinking about maybe this Saturday night we could do another build night where everybody can join in on either a hangout or StreamYards or something like that. And actually make like a build night out of it. I know that there's a lot of local friends who are missing having build meets, so we can have a virtual build meet. Maybe I will confirm with Jerry, see exactly how they do it with the Corpus Christi Club. Try to find a good way to maximize that effort. Well, we can have a build night where everybody can join in, or at least everybody wants to. Okay. Well, the build along. Because I think StreamYard is limited to like 6 people, and I remember during the Your 15 Minutes segment, it was starting to get a little glitchy when we had like 5 people waiting. So I may not want to push it that hard, but I think that maybe Hangouts, even though it sucks and I don't like Hangouts that much, might be more optimal for such a thing. Come on, there it is. Let's see here. But if you guys be down for that, we can figure something out. Okay, let's go in order. Let's not just do the random things here. Also, I need to find some kind of music that I can play that won't incur copyright issues. I feel like there's just not enough background music or anything. What about Zoom? Maybe. I just have never bothered to set up a Zoom thing. I don't know how well it works with a lot of people. Plus, Hangouts is already available. ABS plastic was so hard to sand. Yeah, ABS is hard to sand. What type of nippers do I usually use? These are the Mr. Tools nippers. Got those quite a long time ago. They work. They're nice and affordable. Got two pairs. One of them's got a slight bit of damage to one of the edges, so I don't tend to use it a lot. But yeah, you gotta be careful sanding ABS. I just released a chill mix to relax study with you just cutting the sprues. What? I still haven't said it yet. I'm confused. There you go. Yeah, let's just be honest. China has all of our personal info. Is that right? Because I clearly wasn't paying attention with the last leg. Yeah, that's all that is. Okay. Cram one of these up in here. Up in here. I feel like that's not correct. Yes, Budger. So you're telling me all these classrooms that are using Zoom and other things have just been giving up their information to China for the last few weeks? I'm gonna go back in time and get some Zoom stock before all this began. Oh, I guess this would probably... That's gotta go the other way, huh? Did I... Yeah. I screwed it up. Now it's good. Okay. It's weird because I'm looking at it backwards. Okay, so B11. BE11. Yeah, totally. I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay, so that goes like that. I think this is still correct. Because they show it one way, then they flip it, and it goes the other way, and it's just like, wait, what? Yeah, this goes like this. Much better. Sorry, I don't know if you guys could see that, but just having issues, you know. Surprisingly stupid yet complex kit. Kind of sums it up right there. Stupid yet complex. Also, the color separation kind of sucks. It actually has two different browns happening. Or tans, or whatever you want to call it. Khaki. Two different khakis going on, but you almost can't tell the difference. See, like, let's see here. Just looking at this foot, you guys might not be able to even tell the difference. That there's two different gray browns there. Also, I am kind of a fan of the fact this doesn't use polycaps, but polycap shaped parts. So they're plastic, but they're perfect replications of polycaps. It's something I really wish that Flame Toys would adopt, because I'm so tired of their polycaps failing after a couple months. And not like a little fail, like catastrophic ripping. Just like sitting there assembled, and their polycaps fall apart. You guys still with me? I haven't seen the chat move in a minute. Okay. Okay, so that's that. So now I build this. Do you guys ever reach that point where you're working on a kit and you're like, you've built one side and like nothing about it like sticks in your head? It's like the arms were fairly easy, but like these legs, like I just built the other one and like none of that information was retained. And I can just like, I know this assembles somehow. I know there's a thing to do here. Michael Hale, hey, doing some water slides at the moment. It's been a while. Glad to be back. Yeah, haven't seen you in a long time. Arturo, yeah, he's out here. Usually build each limb individually. I literally cut everything off for one page and try not to confuse everything. Not always. Sometimes. Well, this is something new, like I said. So like, it's not like a Gundam kit where things are super easily recognizable that this is going to be this part and stuff like that. But in this case, once I got the first leg done, I cut off everything that was going to be a part of the second leg because I already knew the parts. But in a lot of cases, I'll build both legs, both limbs simultaneously, unless there's just a total difference between the two. But if it's something like this, where it's a slightly more foreign concept, I'm not going too hard on it. I'm not jumping a little too far ahead because I don't want to get confused. But it just depends on the kit. A lot of times I'll double up and I'll build both limbs, both corresponding limbs at the same time. Get impatient. No, I understand. Let's see here. Okay. And once again, guys, if there's anybody new who just showed up to the stream, over on the community tab, I put up a post asking for your builds. I need 3 or 4 people just to show off some stuff they've built. And to have a very loose sense of humor about themselves. I'm not going to get into details with it, but there's a thing I'm trying to do, and frankly, I think it'll be a lot of fun if it goes off the right way, but I need your participation to make it happen. So if you want to send in some builds, old, new, regardless of your skill level, by all means, send them to the Shoki email. It's just Shoki01@gmail.com. Just send me a bunch of pictures of some cool stuff you've built. But like I said, have a sense of humor, or else this isn't gonna work out too well. Oh, I totally skipped something. Or is it just this leg? Oh, this leg's different. Okay. I was like, why is that different? Wait, what? I did it backwards, did I? What the hell balls? Like that? Yeah. Okay, kneecap. It's right here. Tall side goes up. Yeah, see, I started realizing just there that this knee is different, or at least this leg armor is different. So he gets the little like missile pods, 30 and 29. Yep. Also, guys, we had some really gorgeous weather today. It was like cool, sunny, a little bit of clouds. Like, I know that like a good chunk of the eastern part of the country did not have weather like that, and I hope everybody's okay. So yeah, there's that. Just no good way to celebrate things anymore. What level are what build level are snap builders? You mean just straight building? Out the box builders, technically speaking? I don't know, I think I broke it down pretty well for the contest. Just assume that that's the same thing. In real life. Also, you've already sent me some stuff. Feel free to send me some more if you want. Those are interesting in and of themselves. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out why they didn't cast this just as one piece. It's kind of no... I guess they just wanted to make sure they got the front part the same? I don't know. Okay, which way faces forward? The ribbed section. Okay. Actually, I'm going to bust out some paints. A little cold. Yeah, dude, it was 46 when I went to work this morning. It was definitely a bit cold. But nice, yes. Do quick little... Doing a little bit of painting on this guy as I go because frankly, it looks super boring out of the box. Saw them already? Yes, I did. Well, I saw the email before I went live. I'm like, oh, hey. How embarrassing. You should be embarrassed. Not yet. I saw them, but I'm not who you need to worry about. He hasn't seen them yet. Okay, see, like just quick little painty jobby. Okay, let's just slap this on the hip like that. Okay, stick a foot in here, and this is just some UNT's MS Gray Metallic, whatever that is. So just some metallic gray. This is not my favorite dark gray ever. That's a different paint. which did not go on this kit, actually. This one reminds me much more of something from Robotech than the other ones. I don't know, anybody else get that vibe? A bit more Robotech. I don't think I ever noticed that it had legs like that. It's kind of crazy. Got to work out the articulation and stuff. I mean, that's most of the build, I think. I think there's only a couple weapons and things that I need to do. See, I don't understand why you bother swapping that out. It seems really stupid. Okay, so we need guns. Now, the thing is that this kit isn't just one kit or one Jaeger. There's still another one you have to do right there. Oh God, what did you get yourself into? I don't know, man. Maybe nothing. If the experiment doesn't go well, then I'm not going to go through with it. But I need some guinea pigs. Yes. Key. So this one sort of has the gimmick that it did in the movie, where the cannons can move around front to back. By that I mean they pretend that it can. Or at least that it should. As far as I can tell, there's no way to actually do it, but... Also, what did I do with my phone? I think it's in my pocket. Okay. It's all shit you won't see anyways. Is this connected to the video that I did? No? Question mark. This is a thing that I have discussed before. It's not connected, so to speak. But I've discussed doing this. At least with you. I don't know that I've talked about it out loud because I didn't want to give the idea away. I think more importantly, I need to get through the stickers on this guy. Okay, so I guess you pull these things out and the cannons go there, but then like the tracks that they run on are what these are. I think those just look more interesting. Maybe I'll leave them out for the time being. I'll just use them during the review. I don't feel like building weapons right now. I mean, by building weapons, I mean putting two halves of guns together. You know, that's literally the last thing. Screw it. I'll do it. Never seen the movies? Watch the first one. Don't watch the second one. That's all I'm going to tell you. Which is where this one is from, oddly enough. But no, the second movie is not good. Just not. I mean, like, the first one did a lot of things right. But the second, Guillermo del Toro wasn't at the reins. It just turned into a cluster. It just tried to capitalize on a lot of the stuff that the first movie did without really advancing anything. Pseudo plots. I mean, like, it could have been a good idea, but I think the second, like, Charlie Hunnam dumped out of it, they just kind of lost it. And they're just like, okay, what do we do now that our main hero isn't around? But first Pacific Rim is a classic. Second one looks and feels like a Power Rangers movie, and yeah, not a good one. The first one feels like its own thing. You know, sort of sort of capitalizing on things. If anything, it's close to like Evangelion, I guess. More than anything. Other people might agree with that sentiment. I don't know. Okay, so these are side specific. I didn't realize that. Okay, I feel like these are going to need paint too. Like they're just not meant to be the body color. Yeah, because they're like just guns. Yeah, I'm going to have to paint that. Heard similar things about these movies. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I think I did a review of Pacific Rim 2. Pretty sure I did. But this little guy is going to take me longer than probably this entire rest of this kit. Grab a different brush real quick. That'll do. Yep, give it a watch. First one, 100% worth it. Second one, not percent worth it. I think I even watched. I know I watched a review from one of my favorite nerd reviewers. That would be Andre, the Black Nerd. When he said he watched it, he's like, "This movie is straight up Power Rangers." It's like, okay. And he loves Power Rangers. He's like, I don't know that that's a good thing. Come on, get out of there. Come on, buddy. What do you guys do if your paint lid thing gets stuck? I just kind of try to peel it like a banana. And yes, I know this is not the preferred painting method. I don't care. This is what I do. I would like a little more thinner, but kind of running low. Need to spare it ever so slightly. Oh, I don't mean the twist off part was stuck. I meant the plastic barrier was stuck. That's a little much. Honestly, I don't care if this is a little rough. It's a gun. It doesn't have to be perfect. But in my mind, it probably shouldn't be this tan color. Also, it seems like Pacific Rim 2 was just trying to set up to make a Pacific Rim 3 happen. And I don't know, or I don't know if I care, if they're ever going to do it. I don't even know if any of the crew would want to come back at this point. I'm like, shit. Like, the last one was such garbage. They set it up for a sequel, like, very specifically. But now that John Boyega is out of the Star Wars world, at least for the time being, unless they decide to do like a Finn movie or something, he might come back. Who knows? All I know is that once Guillermo del Toro wasn't on it, it just wasn't good. It really kind of lost the point. And frankly, it didn't really need a sequel. Because in a lot of ways, the sequel doesn't make sense given how the first one ends. They do what they can, but I just don't. I just don't feel like it was a necessary sequel at all. Okay, good enough. At least for that. Bracer Phoenix. No primer. Who needs primer? Oh, wow, I cut myself earlier. Something. The hell? I was wondering what hurt. When did that happen? Probably just to sell merchandise and stuff. Pretty much. Didn't really do much of that. I mean, hell, they made kits that, well, I mean, they sold, but then it was over. And they only made like 2 kits that anybody cared about. And that definitely wasn't this one. Let's just be honest, most people wanted Gypsy Danger, not Gypsy Avenger, but I guess Bandai couldn't get the rights to the first movie. Okay, that hurts. Let me do this little guy. Oh, he's got some really thick extra stuff on him. I wonder if I can trim any of that flashing off. What time is it? 8:16. Okay. I'm just going to be annoyed if some of these stickers are in places that are covered up with paint. Okay. I need my pen. Just right here. So I can mark off ones that I've done. Okay, so 50. Oh, good. A partial wraparound sticker, because that always ends well. Where? Okay. That's so stupid. They could have just made that a whole separate part instead of a sticker. In case you guys are like, why are you putting on the stickers? Because this is kind of just a street build. With a tiny exception of the detail paint I put on, this is just a straight build. Not going for anything complicated here. Come on, fucker. I'm not a big fan of these types of stickers, to be totally honest, but you know what? It's all I got. But I did the same thing with the last 2 builds. I straight built them and then used the stickers. It's just the sides of the head, but not the center. That's really stupid. Okay. Number 5. Why do they do that? That's so stupid. They're like panel lining with some of these. Say number 5? Number 5 is a little chevron guy. That doesn't make sense. Because that's not what I'm seeing here. Hold on. Yeah, that's not even there. What are we even talking about? Okay. Let's see. Because it looks like it's surrounded by 1s and it says 5. Okay, 46. Oh. This big long guy. Nice. Oh, should have put 48 on there first, it looks like. There we go. Nope. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was looking at the wrong number again. It's an interesting detail. Weird that they put it on there, but interesting nonetheless. Okay. $45. Yeah, it'll probably look better with stickers. Totally honest. In theory. Okay, hold on. 49, 45, 46, 48. Okay, 47. That's a big 006. Or GN. GN 006. Anybody else know what that number reference is? Okay. Okay, so I get a... Nope, that's not the right thing. What am I doing? That. Okay, so there's a bunch of 3s. My font, right? Yeah. There we go. Pterodon. Yeah, the fact that they used GN whatever in this movie was really kind of funny. Just like, hey, those are 00 Gundams. Are they GN powered? Sadly, no. They are not GN powered. They're like nuclear powered. Or whatever power source they figured out. Okay. I'm ignorant. It's okay. Don't expect everybody to know. 009. Oh, here we go. That goes. Why that couldn't be a molded detail, I don't know. Like, they could have molded that in. There's no reason for that to have been a sticker, considering what else they do. Oh, this is 5. What was I looking at earlier? That is 5. My bad. Clearly I wasn't paying attention. Lots of details. Yep, Sheridan. There's Zeta Kai. What a loser. Now he's got a button down. I'm going to slice that sticker. Like so. Okay. 5. 3. Got the 9. Got the 9. I'm going to do a 10 and a 7. Nothing much, just in a total veg out mode. Aren't we all? It's kind of the world right now. Robert White, what up? Haven't seen you in a long time. Oh yeah, see, it's starting to look a little bit better with some of these details. Seven. Nothing until you get down to a little tiny thing on the crotch. A little itty bitty red triangle on the crotch. Actually been working a lot. Need a break. Yeah. I've been working the exact same amount. Actually, work's been a little bit light. I'm guessing because some of our usual customers are not open right now. Though, something somewhat poignant, I had a delivery for a church earlier, and they said, of course, there's a sign that says on the door, it says, you know, all services are canceled for the time being. But I'm like, okay, but is anybody going to be here? Because it's like, is anybody going to work the office or something? Because y'all have a delivery. Come on. There we go. Looks like a dense little sticker sheet. My eyes are go buggy. Yeah, this is a lot. Like, that's a lot in one thing. I have a stack of model kits I haven't even had a chance to build yet. Well, we can work on that. Bless you. The missus is sneezing in the other room. Probably not covering her mouth. She's a Philistine. Okay, what is the number 6? They're like, hey, yeah, this goes over here. Right. I'm going to show it from a really odd angle. That'll help you figure it out. Come on. There we go. Where is that? Okay, so that's... Okay, because I know that's a panel line. So this sort of lines up there. Interesting. I work at Walmart and it's like Black Friday and Christmas over almost every day. Let's see here. We send the employees home to shelter in place, but we're a life-sustaining industry, so we're keeping things going. Me and my father, it's been bananas. Yeah, I can imagine, dude. How do you think I feel? It's like we're a life-sustaining thing too. And, you know, given my particular job at my company, it's not, well, super important or the hours aren't ridiculous. But on Saturdays, as I've covered before, I do a different job which has been absolutely killing me. Like physically, like I'm still kind of sore. I'm better shape than I was yesterday or Saturday evening. Honestly, I'm amazed I could walk Sunday morning. I was in so much pain. Okay. Guess that goes there. It's one of those things really hard to see. Like, hey, let's throw some yellow details on top of something khaki colored and hope that people can see it. My eye is cruddy. Everyone's at Walmart. No one is actually staying home. I feel for you guys. Do your stretches. Shit, stretches almost don't do anything. It's like there's not that much stretching that can prepare you for something that definitely weighs more than our weight limits are supposed to be. Back when we used to have standards. Kind of dropped the ball on that one because we wanted to keep business. That is crooked, and that's going to drive me nuts. But it's now stuck down. I was like, where did it go? There it is. Okay. It's really not helpful that I can't see the edge of the thing. That's better. Still crooked, but better. Time to increase that articulation. Yeah, something like that. We have no weight standards. Yeah, that's different. You also have big machines. I know you still have to do some things by hand, but you have large machines. Even when we get something that is incredibly overweight, the best thing we have that we can use is a cart. Or maybe a dolly. Or if you can find someone else. And yeah, people are going to Walmart and Target and things like crazy, buying things they don't necessarily need just to make themselves feel better. And therefore leaving, well, virtually nothing on the shelves for people who actually need to just go grocery shopping. But the crazy part, as we were discovering on the news earlier, is that farmers are having to destroy crops or throw out harvest because there's no one to help get them to their destination. It's like, I guess the delivery drivers, or some of them, are not able to make their runs, so therefore we're having to throw away perfectly good produce when people are actually starving and can't get things in the stores. It's a bit crazy. Either way, enough of that. I have 8 Gundam model kits and F-22 Raptor kit I need to build, and I just don't have the energy. I don't want to do it. Yep. No. We stack railroad ties by hand. Well, yeah. Well, that's fine. But that's also a railroad tie. It's like, there's something about a thing you can kind of grip, even if it's got oddball dimensions. When it's something that weighs 200 pounds, says it weighs only 130, and it's ungrippable, and it's super dense in one kind of location, it's really hard to pick up. Like, something about the dead weight of almost a person. Almost done with your MS-100 build. Yeah, I was wondering. I hadn't heard from you in a while, Eric. Oh, it's got a little number 1 that's got to go on the inside of the thighs there. Look at that. I did have a conversation with my buddy Arthur earlier just to check in on him, because it seemed like he has been having a rough go at it with the lockdown situation. So I figured we need to talk for a bit. So we're not really on lockdown here. We have like stay-at-home orders, which are not even shelter-in-place orders. So people are still going out and doing things. Oh, by the way, people, for the love of God, if you're going out in public, say like a park, like a lot of people are doing, clean up after yourselves. Apparently, it's a massive issue right now, and people are not picking up their trash after they get done hanging out in the park. They're just leaving their stuff everywhere. Like, things they would not have done before all this went down, but now they're just like, you know what, somebody will pick it up. And just like, what the hell? It's just not a question of how he grips it. No. Yes, it is. I mean, if you can't even grip it, you can't get your hands around it, and you can't get a way to leverage it, it's kind of hard to move something that weighs that much. As I'm sure you are aware. It's like a 200-pound thing. One, I'm just a guy. It's like I'm not in the best shape, but I can pick up some heavy stuff. When it's something so dense and compact, and virtually no good way to pick it up. And just like, I had to literally leave it on the ground. Like I kind of scooted it out of the way as best I could, but I could not pick it up without help. And I could not stay there fighting it for much longer. Seriously, how did I cut my thumb? It looks like I pinched it. Like, look at that. After tonight, I'll be on the last painting stage before decals and junk. Oh, you're putting junk on it? Okay. See, here's what's crazy. So all of this is just all the stickers you can see on the front side, and then there's a whole chunk of them that go on the back. And then on the arms. So, I mean, I'm probably not going to do all of these right now, but it is definitely looking cooler now that a lot of these things are on here. Let's see. I did the 33s. Double check. Okay, did the 1. Did the 27 and the 28. So I need to do the 43, then the 20. Oh yeah, I did cut my hair earlier. It's getting way too fuzzy. I'm just like, oh, I need to cut my hair. I trimmed my beard last night before I showered. And then from there... Okay, hold on, wait. So I bet that's following that line. So this needs to go inside here. Yep. Like that. Use those leg muscles, always lift with your legs. I couldn't lift with anything. I mean, one, I was already exhausted. Like, this was near the end of an already brutal morning. But I mean, I was squatting and trying to pick the thing up. I wasn't trying to lift it, you know, the stupid way. I was not trying to groin it out, so to speak. It's just like there was no way to be able to pick it up. Like, it was just not possible without some type of help or mechanical thing. I'm not saying that only a machine could have picked it up. I'm saying that I could not pick it up in the situation I was in. It was just too much. Especially considering I just moved about 700 pounds of stuff right before that. It's like, I think it's getting to the point now that we are accepting things that are way too heavy. Like, they just need to stop. Like, you know, almost full-size fridges. Furniture in boxes. It's just too much crap. Like, they're going to hurt somebody. They don't stop. Like, they just got to... you know, they got to get back on these safety limits. That's why they were there, because everything was based off of what one person can handle. Now it's just like, hey, we need money, accept anything and everything that comes through. And it's like, I don't know how many people they're willing to let get hurt before they decide that, oh yeah, we should probably have those safety standards back. But, you know, I don't want to be one of them. It's like, and I usually... Damn it. I usually try... So basically I have like anywhere between 400 to probably 800 pounds worth of stuff on this cart, and I'm moving it from one slide to a conveyor belt, but I have to get it onto the conveyor belt. Now normally I can push the cart up against it, like say this is it and it's on a slope. The cart can actually slide under the belt so that you can just kind of bloop, you know, plop the thing on there. The 200-pound thing was on the front of the cart, and when I tried to flip it onto the belt, it rolled the cart back and it fell on the floor. So I worked around that and pushed all the bigger, more manageable things, oddly enough, onto the thing until I could clear it. But the way, the dimensions of it and just the way it was weighted, it was not a good way to pick it up. Companies forget people aren't machines. They want us to be machines. Need a petite mobile suit. Yeah, basically. Slick cardboard is my nemesis. It's everyone's nemesis. That's basically, it was a combination of being slick, not stable, like it was a box and a lid over it and then taped. I mean, it was some type of furniture. I know that. Whatever it was insanely heavy and deconstructed and put in this box. It's stuff that we would never have taken back in the day, and it's just absurd. Like, I miss the days when a Bowflex, like a Bowflex was the most unwieldy thing that you had to take, and that's only because it was a bunch of heavy boxes. It was never, like, obviously assembled or anything. Hey, you, get back up there. Ooh, new HD Rick Dias announced. P-Bandai Bow whatever, using bits from the Gamma. Neat. Well, after the Gamma was released, it made sense that Rick Dias was going to come out. DS, whatever, I don't care. Everything's P-Bandai. Okay, how does this go? Oh, it's not on the knee, it's on the... that's interesting. Goes right in there. I did place my first P-Bandai order, like my first official P-Bandai order. Ordered a couple of things. Probably will order a couple more now that I have a slight bit of more money. Although I'm not crazy about those delivery dates, but I guess, you know, the whole world is on back order right now. That's an interesting design bit there. That's why there's no safety limits anymore. Yeah, I know. I wish I was a machine, though. Then I could replace all my bad joints. Yeah, fair point. Cybernetic implants. I'm good. I like my natural body. But, you know, having like a lift cart, like something you can just kind of, you know, something would be pretty useful, if I'm honest. I'm just happy I had the one that had the good wheels on it. Never underestimate the power of really good wheels on a cart. Can literally make your whole day easier. Not this past weekend. Weekend before, I had a really crappy cart. It only had bad wheels, but has the little foot thing that normally would keep it in place. One, that lock is completely broken, so it's pointless. But the foot itself is damaged, so it's bent and then curled under, so it catches any high spots in the floor. So it's nothing like pulling or pushing a big heavy cart, and then it catches on anything when you're at a full pace, and then tries to rip your shoulder out of place. It says 15. No, right there. Sign me up for Living Dead Division. Crazy. Purposely become an amputee just so you can pilot a Zaku. A not psycho Zaku. It's like, hey, we know you guys really want to use psycho frames, but you have to be a new type for that. How about we just cut off your limbs? Is that okay? No, wait, is that only on the one knee? Let me just see. Oh, looks like it might be. Hold on. Let's see what it's... I think there's a 32. A little red square there, not a 15. So 15 does not go on both sides. Interesting. However, I can't... It's not pointing that out. That's weird. Oh, there it is. 32. And 15. Son of a whore. Okay, there we go. I can't pick... I'll remember running. That's good enough. Wow. That's sad. Hell, I have to remember running because I can't do it anymore. I can walk at a really brisk pace, but I can't really run anymore. My knees and ankles are shot. But I definitely don't want to give up my legs. Okay, 25, 44, those are done. 34 is done, 35 is done. Need a 15 on both inside calves. Nice. I am almost done for the night. I am tired. And 4:45 keeps coming early. I haven't figured out how to make that later in the day yet. Ah, stay there. Okay. Is this your last Pacific Rim kit? Yes, this is my final Pacific Rim kit. Saigo Pacific Rim. So, okay, what happens if you get injured during a delivery? Just wondering. You call it in. Depending on how bad it is, they will come get you and take you to a doctor as soon as possible. And then they go from there. Just depends on what happens. I've been injured before, but unfortunately was not in a position that someone could take over for me. So I had to finish out the day with some help. Which I still think is potentially what led to some back injury that I basically had to live with for the rest of my life. Because I got hurt first thing in the morning and they could not get somebody else to come in and cover for me so that I could, not be out there all day. But that's not always the case. Because I know guys who have like literally shattered their ankle or something like that on a delivery. And while they got him off the road and to a doctor, they didn't do an x-ray or an MRI for a very long time, to the point that he ended up needing some severe work done to repair his ankle. He was out for a long time. He was a young guy too. But yeah, I mean, it just depends. Because one thing, for some things, they want to make sure that you're not like on drugs or something. So usually, depending on if you get an accident or an injury, they want to make sure that you're not on something. Okay, so 31 goes down one leg and 37 goes down the other. Oh, that's weird. I didn't realize the triangles were part of it. Okay. Some of the more, not that I want to keep harping on about it, but some of the more unique injuries that I know of are actually dog bites. Like, I've been bitten by a dog, but it wasn't severe enough that, even though I was bleeding a little bit, it wasn't severe enough for me to have to stop doing what I was doing. I just ran to the gas station and cleaned up, and it was fine. I have a minor scar from it, but like one guy, he got really attacked by a dog, and it tore up his arm. It was right near the end of his day, but he went to the closest emergency room. Those are the things you really have to look out for. Because one, it's an injury you can't necessarily prevent. Like hurting yourself lifting something, that's something you could, possibly prevent. Dog bites, generally you can't. Because most of the time when they happen, it happens without your ability to stop it. Some background injuries are related to hip issues. I've been to a chiropractor and everything like that. I had a lot of issues. No, this was a pinched nerve in my back. That definitely happened due to work. But I already had back issues from my previous job, where I had two of the most ridiculous slips and falls at my job. I believe I've told those stories before. Probably on a Nerdcast. But I think I've reached a point that I'm gonna stop. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, let me get these literally these last twos, and then I'll call it a night. Do you carry treats? No, I don't believe in carrying treats because there's always a reaction when you don't have them. And it's a nice distraction if it's your route and you're there every day or whatever, and the dogs can get to know you and everything like that, and you always have it. But say you're covering for somebody, and you don't have their supplies, or say for whatever reason, like you have that area for the day, but you didn't have their stuff, or you didn't get a chance to talk to said driver, and you approach a house of a dog that they've befriended due to having treats, and a dog that is expecting treats, and a dog that is not nice and that is only nice because you have treats, does not bode well for you when you don't have them. I've encountered this before. I've even had the driver say literally like, "Oh, I never have a problem with the dog. I always have treats." I was like, "Yeah, I don't." It's like, and I wasn't in your truck, so I didn't have your treats. Which, by the way, depending on where you're at, that's not always a good idea to leave your stuff in the truck. Just saying. But no, while they can work, it will run into issues. Like you will train that dog to come to you for treats. May or may not be good. But yeah, it can benefit you plenty, but generally speaking, only if it's your route. But alright, guys, I reached a stopping point. I am tired, and frankly, I've got a lot of small things to apply, and that's not worth going through. Plus, it kind of leaves some mystery for the actual review, right? Which I guess I'll be doing tomorrow after I finish doing it. But guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with me for a little while. I appreciate it. Make sure you go check out the MS100 contest. I can't point downward. There, the MS100 contest. Links are usually in the description. If not, you can always hit me up. And of course, if you want to participate in that other thing I keep mentioning, hit me up at the normal email, the Shokio1@gmail. And in the subject line, put "for the chicken." I'll know what you mean. But send me some pictures of your builds, and I'll see if I can get this weird little project up. I just need 3 or 4 of you with a few builds for me to look at, basically. But I will see you guys later, and we'll have a different review coming up either tomorrow or Thursday. I'm not sure which, and it may actually change what channel it's on because, frankly, you guys didn't seem to care over on this one. But y'all have a great night. And remember, as always, to keep on building.